And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are kicking off another series with Factorio. This time, we are going to focus on production. Rather than hunting down our resources, we're going to get ample resources and we're going to try to use them. And we're adding some. So let's look at our mods here. So yeah, we've got Bob's, almost all of his mods. Let's see, adjustable inserters, assembly machines, his enemies, his library functions, greenhouse, logistics, his intermediates, his mining modules, ores. This is an important one. Bob's ores, huge addition to the mod list. Power warfare, and then we have crafting speed research. We have double furnace, which I don't even know if I'm going to use at all. I may use it early game. No, it's not really an early game use anyway. I might not use that at all. I'll leave it toggled on so we can talk about it. The loaders, of course, the long reach fix is a must. The natural tree expansion, this stopped working. A recent game update pretty much shut this one down. Nuclear robots, of course. The Omega drill, I've been reading everybody's comments regarding the Omega drill and loading it from a chest right away. So I did read everybody's comments on that, and we may give that a try if we need it. The upgrade builder, of course. The void chest, this is a mod that I wrote way back for .15 that I updated for for the .15 now. So .13 to .15, pretty much the same functionality. Just load stuff in it and it destroys it. The warehousing mod, which is awesome, and my water well pump, which is also it's nice, and it's definitely nice for the nuclear setup whenever we get to that. So that is the mod list that we're going into it. It's not necessarily going to be locked in place, but very similar mods to our multiplayer game. I only added ores and his intermediates for this Uber production series. So it is a custom map, and the map download is in the description. If you want to play along or try your hand at a kind of an easygoing, laid back sort of game, I would suggest that. So let's see. We have scenarios, and Extreme Production is the name of this map, and we're going to go ahead and create that. It's already created. I don't know why it says creative, but there's a couple things here for for me, for streaming or for YouTubing, and that's just to get me some night vision for everybody to see right, and legs, as well as this belt immunity equipment. Now, this is not something that you can craft in the game, but it is part of the vanilla game, and it is a tiny little thing, and it stops you from being moved while you're on belts. So you can stand on a belt and not be shuffled around. So as you can see from my mini map, the resources are pretty insane. 6.6 billion iron is sitting here, and we got almost 4 billion stone and 5.6 billion copper. But as you can see, we have Bob's ores peeking up the top and the bottom. So there are all the ores that we need here, and it is really good. It's a fun map to challenge yourself. And we're gonna top in just one fuel there, and we need some stone. As you can see, I gave myself a diamond pick, and while a lot of people might cry foul on that, I did it essentially because we need a little bit. We need a little bit of this stuff. I'm gonna rotate those. I'm gonna take that away. We need a little bit of iron so we can kind of ramp up production. Normally I give myself a little bit of a leg up when it comes to getting this stuff going. Giving myself some more miners and stuff, but I didn't want to do that for the series. I wanted to start off as fresh as possible. So we got a couple extra burner mining drills, and that's about it for the extra stuff. So we're gonna add another one of these. Okay, so I should be able to start that up, and it should start loading up. Okay, so as you can see, the night vision really helps clear some things out. So to do a little explanation on my Uber production mentality, finding resources is not the issue. The issue is trying to use those resources and build a base as big as humanly possible. So as these things are smelting down here, I'm gonna load up quite a bit of fuel and let those process for a little while. So yeah, here is a big patch of iron, glorious amount, although you don't use as much iron as you really think with Bob's ores. And I'm gonna grab the rocks as I go by. That'll help me build up a little bit of stone for when I get back. So we have the gems, bauxite, cobalt, gold, nickel, and galena, which is lead up here. So those are on the top here, and we got a little patch of lithium water, but we don't really use that at all. I did a dry run. I did a play through the map just to make sure I didn't miss any resources or forget about some. But anyway, we are gonna head south and show the resources down below copper, because there's, like I said, there's a lot of resources to be had. And the challenge is using them and surviving, because you start building really fast, well, your pollution is going to go skyrocketing. So we got to be very, very careful. We also have Bob's Enemies mod, which just makes it that much more stressful, because some of his enemies are dangerously high in hit points. So we go down here, we have a silver, quartz, tin, rutile, which is titanium. We have zinc and tungsten all the way down here. So there's a lot of material here, and it's not easy. It's not easy trying to utilize everything. A lot of people, when they start using Bobs, or when they get into Bobs, it really becomes just a bot fest, and I'm going to try to resist doing bots for my raw materials. I want to try to use trains to get them processed, and we're gonna attempt at a decent playthrough here. So as we sort of wait a little while, I want to get some more miners on iron. Iron is very, very vital early game. So I want to get some more miners going here. Again, we have lots and lots of resources. I'm not too concerned about resources. But we're gonna need a lot of iron to get like our power system up and running. Oh, I didn't. I hit the wrong key. There we go. Okay, so we've got a little bit of coal in there, and I have a little bit more. I'm gonna cook this copper that I've got here. And we're gonna need some more stone, so I'm gonna get one of these, and I'm gonna make myself a wooden chest, and we're gonna try to get some more stone out of this system. So yeah, this type of game might not be for everybody, and I understand that. But with games like Factorio, it's just a matter of scale. Stuff like this. Even if the resources were way out in places, you know, it's still a problem with production, raw production. And so what I'm going to try to do, I've got little belts out here to sort of mark my bus. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to create a rail system to link up all these Bob's ores. And we're going to try to move these into our base a little ways and get some production going closer to home. Because if they're being produced out here, if the ore is being converted out here, it's very difficult to get it unless you have, you know, thousands of belt. And I don't really want to go too belt crazy with this setup. All right, so we got a little bit of stone. I think if we can, I want to see if we have some more iron. We definitely have some iron. We need, how many furnaces do I have? I don't have any furnaces? Really? We need a little copper to get us jump started here. There we go. Just a little bit. That should give us a little bit of copper to go around. How much? Oh, we got lots of coal in there. Now it's just a matter of scale. Once we get the resources going. Ooh, yeah. You see how little coal there was in there? That is a problem. We got lots of coal. Coal isn't used as fast in the furnace. I'm kind of crazy how much it's used in the burners. So we want to get a power system up as soon as possible. And we're going to want 5, 10, 15, 20. Right off the bat, we're going to start with 20 boilers and try our best to keep up with everything. So the other, you know, the main goals are, you know, central processing of all of Bob's ores, and trying to use the bus for as much as possible. You know, granted, we're not going to be able to use the bus for everything because there's just too many hundreds of items for use on the bus, but I'm going to try to use the bus for as many ingredients as possible, namely, you know, the plates and circuits. I would like to use the bus for. But yeah, with Bob's ores, it, you know, if it was just iron and copper, oh, we could go crazy. But Bob's ores adds a wrinkle and a half to the whole system. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that is all that I need. Because we have one in the middle there, and that's what we need. So 2 and then a gap. Oh, miscounted. We got 2 there and 2 there. Okay, so I need a few more pipes. Okay, now it's just building the steam engines and all that kind of stuff. I first want to get some power poles ready to go as we get closer to this. This guy needs a little bit more incentive to keep going. Ooh, yeah, these are all kind of running out now. This one's running low. So is that one. And these are also running desperately low. Some of these still have tons and tons in them. Let's grab a little bit of stone. We're kind of not needing too much stone anymore. A little copper will help us get what we need. Alright, so I want to build like the first 10 steam engines, and we can just add more and more and more as we need it. So I'm thinking, you know, my original Uber production series from, I was like one of the second series I ever did for my channel. I had a goal. The sort of goal was 20,000 green circuits per minute production. So I'm not sure what kind of goal, if I even want a goal. I might just want to play for the fun of playing. Having a goal like that might take a little of the fun out. So I don't want to stress myself out, that's for sure. I think, how did I normally do this? I think one right in the middle should be fine. Like that. Connect all of those up, and I should be able to get some steam set up, and then we can run initial power to the coal area, and then up to the iron area, and then we're going to also want to go down to the copper area just to start things off. Make sure we have enough power poles to get us there. All right, so the next 5 steam engines are done. Okay, so those are ready to go. Now we just need fuel, and we're gonna start. Let's get some transport belts running. Unfortunately, I have to manually craft them initially, because automation, we have to do actually research to get automation. We can't automate anything yet, which is unfortunate. We're also going to need at least 10 inserters, so we're going to want like 6 mining drills. We're going to want 10 inserters, probably some more of those. Oh, there's autosave. That means we've been about almost under 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes. All right, so these we're gonna run just straight back to the coal. Hopefully we have enough. Looks like we got a good amount, although it's gonna take a while to craft all of those. Unfortunately, I don't have any way of speeding that up quite yet. So it looks like we got 1 here, 4, and there's another 1 there. Take all those. I just want to keep iron going. Our map, as far as pollution goes, we've already got a little bit of a pollution cloud going on here. It's not exactly good. Okay, it looks like we are out here and here. And we want some more here and here. There we go. Keep copper. We need some copper for the red science packs, so that is kind of important. Look at that. Perfect number of initial transport belts. That's perfect. Okay, so we also want to power these babies. And those are out of... Those don't have any power because, you know, reasons. They don't have any fuel back in here. There's no means of getting power. So we need to kind of seed the power a little bit. I also can put in some serious amount of wood. And that should give us a little power, but we need enough for these, you know, they're putting coal on, but if we run out of power while these are in transit, then the inserters won't actually pick anything up. And that's a problem. We could use burner drills as a backup. So I could take like a burner drill like this and do that. And it will take one of the coal off, give it to itself, and it should then load up the fuel. So it's kind of a emergency backup system there. So we also want, you know, let's not get that much, please. Okay, so now we need to think about research and getting everything up and running. So that is the gist. That is kind of the basics of an Uber production series. Just trying to maximize production as much as possible. You know, as far as that goes, you know, the science packs that we make, all that stuff, I'm just going to try to go crazy on production on that stuff. And then see where we can fit in some more production, some more things to work on. So I'm sure as the series progresses, we will get more and more ideas about what we want to try. But I need to set up a little iron system up here, and just your basic iron and coal, you know, smeltery system, just to get us kick-started and get us some more resources, because iron is pretty vital early game. Copper is okay. We're accumulating a lot of copper. I also want like 10 labs, so I'm gonna craft some of this stuff and build a little iron setup here, and then we'll come back next episode and probably start our bus. I'm thinking getting our bus going sooner rather than later would be helpful, but we're gonna need to research some stuff first. So I'll get some of that out of the way, and then we can hit next episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.